Hello everyone. We are now on. Even though this is a different way that we've been streaming, it's really working well on your end. On our end, we're still a little bit concerned. Are we streaming?
Yeah, trying to figure out what we're doing here. So
Yes, I think
yeah.
we are streaming now though.
I'm still trying to find where we are. Oh, I think I found it. Yay,
Excellent.
it does say live, so this is always good.
Yes, so we've got that done.
Yes, I'm now live. I can see you live.
Oh, and there's Petra, so
Yeah.
she's been making
Hi,
sure
Pat.
that we're here.
Morning.
Thank you for guiding me through again this morning. I'm hoping to be able to do this all by myself next time and
Yep.
maybe add another camera. Wouldn't that be cool?
Exactly. What do you mean? Only your mom's looking good? Thanks, Pat.
Hello, Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you.
Good morning. I'm so happy that we made it again.
We did.
One more Friday.
Yes,
And
another
we're
Friday.
distancing ourselves as much as we can in this office. But we've both been really quite homebodies, haven't we?
We have.
And I'm going to take to actually wearing a mask when I'm out now. Because, you know, why not? I've got one now.
It's probably a good idea. I think I probably will as well.
Yeah, are you going to start wearing a mask?
Yeah, I was thinking of actually making some this weekend.
Are you going to make two? Like one for
Well,
you and
yeah.
one for Bob and then one for me just because you've made two already?
Exactly. But I have to find the right pattern. So
Yes,
yeah.
it has to be the right sewing pattern
it does.
and you have to find the right fabric.
Yes, well, the fabric is not a problem, but
No, but it has to be the right one. The right one that matches your outfits. Come on.
true. I mean, you should see my fabric collection. I have Rubbermaid containers galore.
Yeah, you
full
do.
of cotton fabric.
Yeah, you're quite
So-
the quilter and finisher
Yeah.
and sewer.
Yeah,
Thank
so
goodness,
I
'cause-
probably have enough fabric to last me for 10 years of quarantine.
Good morning, Cynthia. Viv, hello. It's nice to see you. And Patty England is here.
Tammy,
Donna Granger. Awesome. Thank you. So glad you're
Margaret.
here. Roxy. Sue Donnelly. Hello.
you're probably seeing the discussion group at a different time than I am.
Oh, that's possible.
That's a good possibility.
Yeah, I'm
so-
not sure. Tammy
Yeah.
is here, and I say Sandy is here.
Yes.
Margaret Bauer and Jennifer Gowan. And it looks like Jennifer Washburn Hall is here as well.
Serena.
Aw, it's good to see
Loretta.
you too. Just watch.
Oh.
Viv says just watch. I'm not quite sure what you were going to say, but I'm sure it'll come up. Hello, Loretta. Good to see you. And Jessica, Neela, you're
Neela.
here. I'll never forget that drive we took. We
Yeah.
got to know each other a little bit, didn't we, Neela? And now I'm at the bottom, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Nothing
so
else
we're
is
the
coming
same.
in,
No,
so-
that's fine.
Yeah.
So welcome to our Facebook Friday, which is what we usually call it. You know, we're going to probably end up changing it when we change other things in our
Exactly.
stream.
Maybe we should call it Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday. That was a movie, wasn't it?
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, that was a movie. I think it was a movie called Freaky Friday at one time.
Yeah, way back in the dark ages.
Way back in the dark ages, exactly.
Donna says she has to wear masks in our county, so
Oh.
she's been making masks to give to friends.
Oh.
Oh, good idea. And then you pass them on to other people who can't afford or can't make them. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Brenda. Me too, Neela. That's really nice. So, Maria Ken in Orlando. Wow.
I think she
All the
might
way to
be
Florida.
New. Hi.
Yeah, I don't remember your name because it is
Yeah.
so beautifully spelled. Marie Ken. That's
It
very
could-
unusual.
It could be Marge, and then her husband's name is Ken,
Oh,
and they combined it. That's what I'm thinking.
there's no space in between. That's
No.
why. Okay, well, Margie Ken, that's good.
I'm assuming. I don't know for sure. So
Hi,
Yeah.
Carol.
that's what she says, replying yes.
And Wanda's here. Wanda
Hi, Wanda.
Sutkowski.
Yeah.
Actually, Lorraine usually comes, but this time I think it's New Zealand and Australia are having a special holiday. It's like a remembrance day for them.
Oh, okay.
The people who were soldiers, and I believe they were fighting in Gallipoli, and I don't know exactly, but I don't think that was a very pleasant war. So I think that there's a lot of remembrance and commemoration of all those people. So those of you who are in the Southern Hemisphere in Australia and New Zealand, I hope you have a good, meaningful day today. Looks like Anzac Day. That's it, Brenda. Thank you. See, somebody always knows the answer. Thank you. Sandy says, made masks for us and family, been wearing for 2 weeks. Well, I think it's a good idea. I haven't yet done it, but I think that, why not?
I think a
It's
lot
becoming fashionable.
a lot of states have mandated it, that they have to wear masks when they go out in public. So far, we haven't been mandated to do that.
No,
but
we've
it
got
is suggested
strong
strongly.
suggestion. Exactly. But I would say the majority of people that I see are not wearing them
Are
here.
not wearing masks.
No.
You see the occasional one, but not
Exactly.
not that many.
Yeah, but you know, we also don't have very many on Vancouver Island, so
That's true.
Any cases. But as we all know, it's slowly filtering through our system, so we
Yes.
might as well get on board.
Yes.
The ones I want though are the ones that show the whole face. I'm finding it like, oh my goodness, if you look at people with a mask on, you don't know what they're thinking or feeling or anything. You just see their eyes.
Yes.
And I'm not one to look at people's eyes to tell whether or not they have I look at their whole faces. So their expressions, all their micro expressions on the rest of their face are gone. I just find it odd.
And I find that, I need to see someone's mouth moving to actually hear them properly.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
because otherwise, and also it could be muffled. Anyway,
That's right, exactly.
So, yeah, you have to be more clear when you're talking,
When you're
and you have to
speaking, yes.
listen really carefully, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of people who are saying that there's lots of mandates or not. There's strong suggestions all around the place. And then there's the states whose governors say that they don't have to. They can just go back to work and go to football games. So there's all sorts of people in the world.
And please,
I hope they don't ruin it for the rest of us.
Yeah, and I was going to say, please don't start drinking Lysol.
Okay, that's not something I've ever heard before.
Oh, well, I think, wasn't it Trump said something about drinking cleaning solution may help?
I don't know. I honestly don't know if that's a rumor on the internet.
Yeah, I guess it's a rumor. Yes.
We don't know, so let's not
Let's
propagate
not go there.
those. No. So anyway, we have to wear masks, and I spend a lot of stitching time making masks for the family instead of stitching. That's the problem.
Yeah.
All our stitching time is being taken up with masks.
With making masks, absolutely.
And that's okay. Anyway, I want those plastic ones. There's a company here in Victoria that's making one of those.
Oh, okay.
Like it's okay, so it's not stitchy, but it's like you wear the band around your forehead or something, and then the whole thing covers your face, and you look really nice behind it.
Well, you can make your own, actually. If you're thinking about, those page protectors, the plastic page protectors, the clear one.
Yeah,
if you hook it onto your glasses, it becomes
come on. Oh, you're going to have to show us this next time. I've never even heard of that. That's really funny.
I saw it on Facebook a little while ago. I went, that is so smart.
We've got some of those here.
I think we should try it later on.
Exactly.
I should have thought of it beforehand. I've got my glasses here and that.
Exactly.
So.
And there's Jean Morrison from cloudy Atlanta. Petra says we can stitch on the masks. And I have seen one lady do that from Japan. We were thinking of making some patterns to go on masks, but you can take any little pattern off and put it on some Aida and then do that as a decoration on your masks.
That's right. The problem with linen or Aida is that it's very porous.
Yeah.
So it's not really going to prevent anything. It would need to be lined with thick interfacing and then other lining,
etc.
And all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that's doable also. It's just a little more work. I was thinking that if we were to, make a pattern for that, I'd do the Rolling Stones lips.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Neela said, it's not a rumor. During his daily briefing, he suggested people could inject disinfectant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really want to get off the
Yeah.
politics because we all have our views of politics, and this is not where this is.
No, that's true.
Okay.
I apologize for that.
No problem.
I just read Neela's
got
message.
it. Lisa is correct. You can use a page protector to make a mask.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Cynthia. Did you make one, Cynthia? Did you? Maybe. You know what? It says, Bethok says, apparently you too crack me up. I think you crack them up, personally.
Well, sometimes the mind just clicks, and it just things come out of my mouth.
Thank you.
I'm not one to actually think before I say things, so it just.
Okay, you have to edit.
Yeah.
before speaking.
No, there's no self-editing. It just kind of comes out. So.
Well, I like it. And it's some other people are in here are saying, "Oh my goodness, Rolling Stone lips." Yes, he did not. And Kiki says, "Everyone from Israel and have a good." Oh, hello, everyone from
Yeah.
Israel and have a good, wonderful day.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Kiki. Jennifer Nadiello, she's done a lot of stitching and finishing. Well
Yay.
done. And Daisy's here. Good morning. Cynthia didn't make one out of plastic yet, but she says you can. So I believe it. I made my masks out of 2 layers of quilting. I don't want to fabric. I don't want to stitch on them since they have to be washed frequently in hot water. That's what I figured too.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Louise likes the Rolling Stone lips too. That was something, I don't know why the Rolling Stone lips just came naturally to me.
Yeah.
And that obviously means I've enjoyed their music sometime.
During your lifetime.
In my lifetime.
And, you know, they've been around for a long time, the Rolling Stones.
They have. Yeah. And there were other ones that I was thinking of. Just a big O, like, you know, like you're opening your mouth with a tongue in the back. Anyway.
With your teeth showing.
Right. Or really pretty Betty Boop lips.
Yes, yes. That would be a good one, too.
Elaine got some mail. Elaine lives in Victoria, or Saanich, I think. Sydney. And we live in Sydney, and she got mail from us.
Oh,
so, yay.
yay.
Well done, Elaine. I'm really glad you got it. Beverly says my glasses fog up. Exactly. The actual reason I don't wear masks as much as I probably should. I can't stand it. My glasses fog all up. And it doesn't matter whether I'm breathing, you know, slowly or don't breathe at all.
That's right.
It still does that. So I agree. You have to put the little clip in, apparently, to keep it under your glasses. Like you can put a little, or even just some wire in the what do you call that? In the seam.
Yeah.
Up on this side, and you just clip the wire around your nose. But anyway, I'm not fond of them.
Yeah.
I don't like hats either. So
no, I'm not a hat person either.
No, wearing jewelry is, you know, I don't wear it usually, but here sometimes, see, I didn't even put any on.
And I didn't put jewelry on today either. So, not a jewelry day.
We just don't adorn ourselves that way. Patricia says, I'm late. Just put 3 loaves of bread in the oven. Oh, gosh, that sounds so wonderful. I bet it's starting to smell good. And Patty says, spit on your glasses and wipe. So, in other words, saliva is supposed to stop the steaming?
Stop the steaming?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's like kind of like when you go to the pool and you wear those goggles. Is it kind of like that? Because I know it works in the pool.
And Sue has a great suggestion. She heard that if you wash your glasses with shaving cream, that it prevents from fogging.
No. Really? Okay, you always come up with good ideas, Sue, so I'm just going to do it. Okay, got their shaving cream upstairs in Richard's washrooms. I'm going to do it.
You're going to try that?
Yes.
Patty says if they're fogging up, your mask isn't closed well.
Well, that's true. I tucked my mask under my glasses. Still foggy. Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, if you are, that's true, I am, or we are. I'm actually, how many years older than you? Is it
12.
12 years older than Lisa. So, you know, I'm allowed to date myself.
You are.
But you're a Rolling Stone fan too, aren't you? Or were?
I don't mind the Rolling Stones. They were a little too loud for me. I'm, you know, I hate to date myself, but I kind of like bands like Air Supply and, you know.
That's too loud.
The ballads and all that kind of stuff. That was, you know.
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac, not that they had ballads or anything
calm.
Like that.
Nothing,
you know,
nothing raucous.
Genesis and, you know, things like that.
Yep. I understand. I've seen people who are born in a certain era, and that's what you're used to, you get used to.
Yes.
And I was born in 49. Good God, that's a long time ago. And so my heyday was between late 60s, I guess mid to late 60s and early 70s. That's when the music really hit me. And so I started with Elvis, which I couldn't really get behind at all.
Yeah.
and then I moved into all the rock bands from the hippie era. Really, that's, you know, all those ones, whether they were loud, didn't matter. Just, you know, like those.
You like those.
Start from the Beatles. You know, Van Morrison was the other end of things.
Oh, see, I like Van Morrison.
Yeah, because he's like ballady.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
yes.
Cat Stevens and all those people.
Cat Stevens is also good. Yeah.
But I also like the raucous rock.
Joni Mitchell, you know.
Jennifer says we're the same age. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Anne says, did your husband get a haircut? Yes,
Yes.
I did it. And shh, I told him it looked beautiful or handsome.
Yeah.
What did I tell you, Lisa?
you cut the back crooked.
I cut the back crooked.
But I haven't checked it out to see. So.
No, it doesn't. It isn't noticeable. I did a
Yeah.
little bit, right? I just started a little bit, and then I realized it was dry. The hair was dry, and some people who are really good at cutting hair dry probably would do a great job.
Yeah,
I think I need to get the comb and then cut along the comb.
absolutely.
Because I was doing it with my hands and I couldn't keep a hand of the comb, and
Yeah.
everything was falling out of my hand, so it was pretty disastrous.
Yeah.
But he looks better because, you know, I got the sides.
The sides are trimmed.
And he is not looking at the back, so thanks for asking. Kathleen says, I was a year old when you were born. Oh, you probably were really cute when you were 1 year old. Thank you.
Oh.
Aw. Patty says, you have great skin. What's your secret? Makeup? I have no idea. All I know is that I look a little bit different when I don't have powder on the screen. Powder tends to dull things down, and I do look a little worse when I don't have it on the camera. But in general, do I have okay skin?
You have beautiful skin.
I have beautiful skin, apparently, so that's nice. I have to thank my dad for that, because he gave me all sorts of natural, what do you call that? Natural hydration, and I don't do anything for it, so lucky me.
Yeah.
We are the same age. So there we go. I don't know why we're not talking about stitching at all, which is not really the usual thing here, is it? We're just chit-chatting away.
We are, absolutely.
I know you were wondering about mail getting to the States, but I'm in upstate New York, and my last 2 orders from you were here in record time.
Awesome.
Nice. Well, we've heard varying degrees of what can go through and what can't. When I got to the post office in Sydney, which is just part of a drugstore, and they don't have real post office employees, I've been told.
Yeah.
They said, no, the mail won't go to U.S., except the U.S. and Canada. Well, so we sent away to China, I think.
We did.
We sent away to England, and they all got there. So there are so many different rumors of where the mail goes.
Where the mail's going.
Or what kind of mail comes through. Like there was something about air mail to Australia not going through, but other things like surface mail getting through. So it's really tough for us to know. We just go to the Canada Post. They know best.
Absolutely.
And we go online and we fill out the form. And if they say it can be picked up, because now we're getting it picked up. If they say it can be picked up, it can be picked up.
That's right. It may be a little delayed in getting to you.
Yes,
but
there are
it is
times.
in the system. So.
Exactly. Carol Lamont says, I was born in 47, just for the record.
Oh.
Yeah, my brother was too. My older brother. And I think that's still pretty young, don't you? I mean, being, what is it then? You'd be 73. That's not so old. I was talking to my husband, who is actually 63 this year. And at the end of the year, he'll turn 64. I'm saying, it's not the same. I remember being 63, and I felt a lot younger than I do now.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Anyway, that's about youth and masks and about, oh no, we didn't ask Lisa, what were you doing this week? Because I always love that question.
What was I doing?
Mm-hmm.
I was getting some patterns ready to be released as PDFs.
PDF patterns? Are you kidding me? I know this, of course.
Yeah. So that was occupied my time a little bit.
I actually forgot that you spent pretty much like 3 or 4 days doing that, didn't you?
I did. It's a little bit, of work, but I've done that. I'm now working on getting our designs ready for May, July, and September. So.
Those are our new release dates, May, July, and September. And those ones we're still trying to stick to, even in the midst of all of the changes we've been having with the new website, etc. But I do want to tell you about our PDFs. We call them PDFs, but they're really downloadable patterns.
Yes.
And I think it was because some people were asking about it, but I'd already had it in mind for some time. We all did. It's just, it was going to take some time to do. But when I really thought about it, one of the big reasons that we went ahead and did it now was because of the current situation.
Yes.
If you can't get a hold of the pattern because of the mail possibly, or because you can't get all of the pattern because of the fact that you want to start it now, you are in the home, you can't be waiting or picking up parcels or whatever, and you want to start now, I think having downloadable patterns these days is really a wonderful thing. Like,
Absolutely.
so
Yeah.
Lisa and Petra worked very hard this week getting together. I think it's 10 downloadable patterns for now because
So far.
yeah, because we had to work on the rest of them little by little, right? So we've got 10 out now, and I'm not sure. Petra should be able to tell us whether or not they're actually live right now. I hope so, because I'm telling you about them now. What do you think, Lisa? Have you gone and seen yet in another window?
I have not checked the website to see if we have them yet.
Well, possibly Petra will tell us if she's listening when the patterns are available, because we're going to be starting to show them in a few minutes. All 10 models are right here, sitting right there. And I'm going to turn on an extra light so you can see them better.
So they can be clear. Some of them might reflect though, because the one I brought in has glass on it. So.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, this one does. So I won't turn the light on for that. Oh, Petra said they are live.
Oh yay!
Excellent, excellent. So we're going to start. Is this a good time, you guys?
I think this is a good time to start.
Yeah. So I'm going to do the one with the glass on it that Lisa brought in first. I believe this is one of the favorite ones. See all the reflection. Yeah. So this one is, as you can tell, look, you can see our window in the reflection.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Okay, so I'll have to tilt it a little bit so that doesn't get in the way of you seeing. But this is called the Christmas wreath. And the Christmas wreath has a lot of heart hanger around the outside. And I believe one of our stitchers was actually stitching this one. What you need to do really is do the heart hanger first as usual. Unless you only want to do the wreath itself. Because the wreath itself is gorgeous by itself. You don't have to do the heart hanger around the outside. But the heart hanger is fairly simple. It's got solid plaster blocks and some modified plaster blocks all the way around the outside. But no blanket stitches, notice. And it's got Algerian eyelets and some Greek crosses right in the middle at the top. And then, of course, some little dove's eyelets with divided bars. So that's all the way around. And it forms such a nice pattern. And this is the way Lisa actually hangs it, right?
Yes, I hang it like that.
Yes.
As a diamond.
Exactly. So I'm really keen for you all to see my beautiful outside there. That's really cute.
That's quite the reflection.
It is indeed. Generally, when we have our setup, we have our setup kind of between two walls, not having the outside on our faces.
Yes.
But now that we're doing social distancing, it's much more difficult, so we did it this long way instead. Oh, it looks like Petra's got them all. Sorry about that. Petra's got them all in one link.
Oh, yay.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that. And then we're going to be sending you out a mail out so that you can see all of them in person. And there's even directions. Petra's put directions on how to download. We have to tell you, any downloads from our website are limited. Like, we can't give you endless downloads. So I think we've upped them to 3 times. But if you come to the second time trying and you can't see any downloading happening, it's probably because you don't know where your downloads are being stored exactly by your device. I've understood that in your mobile device, you can find files in your mobile device. I think you have to plug it into your laptop or your PC or your desktop, and there you can access your music and your files, and these would be some of the downloaded files. So if you do it on your phone, don't forget to look there, okay? And then I think also Lorraine told me that she downloads on her tablet or iPad, and there again, they're in the files. They don't just appear on those mobile devices. So
you have to find them.
But we have noticed that on Windows 10 or 7, you can just click on the link that you get in the mail, and that link should show you an actual download happening. And then you can save it to your downloaded files or wherever you like, and then you can have it and print it out after that. So please don't keep downloading and downloading and saying, I can't find it.
That's right, because after the third time,
It's it.
That's gone. You're not getting it back. But Petra has now just posted the instructions for downloads.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Petra, good for you. Excellent. Download instructions. Aren't you
Yeah.
clever? Patty England Dag says, I love PDFs. I need instant gratification when I can't go get retail therapy. Now, there's a good reason.
Isn't that the truth? I mean, I like staying home, but I'm finding it difficult not to go to my needlework shop. And
It's true.
that's right.
You really do miss going to look at new things. So we hope that this will help you retail therapy.
That's right.
So this is one of the other ones. I'm going to show you with a little light on the subject. There. Now I've got a little light there. Doesn't that help a lot? You can see the entire thing, and you can also see that my nails are now growing out. Can you see that?
Never mind, you should see my nails. You think yours are growing out. My goodness.
I'm just really kidding, but you know, I've had such fun with my nails because I've always got them looking pristine, and now I can't go to my nail salon.
Yes, me too.
Oh well, it's one of the prices to pay. Anyway, as far as this one goes, this is called Beach Cottage. Have I got that right?
Is Beach Cottage.
You know, you have to be very careful with these names.
Yes, that is definitely Beach Cottage.
And it looks like that lights up my face too, like a lot. You know, I really thought about having all my models ready on this side, and then I was going to put them down on this side, but I have no table here, so I'm going to have to bend down and make sure that I don't throw them on Lisa's.
On the glass? Yeah.
Exactly. So this is another pick, and this is called, oh, I bet you know, this is what? The Cat Sampler. And this one is also available as a PDF. So I know that many of you have seen these in the last little while. And if you want it as a PDF, you can always get it as well. You don't have to just have the leaflet. You can have it as a PDF as well. We have it on the same page as the leaflet. If you were to buy the leaflet, you just go to the page and you choose whether you want the paper or the PDF part. So it's all on the exact same page. It's not a separate place. And the other thing I want to tell you is, by the way, if you want the ACT packs too, you can order them at the same time, and they will arrive much more easily, and it won't cost as much because they'll go in a small padded envelope instead of a large one that contains a heavy piece of paper, right?
Yes.
It's a little cheaper, I think, to send the ACT packs.
A little cheaper. It depends on the thickness of the pack too.
Exactly. So we're really quite happy to, send you ACT packs. It just takes a little longer, but you'll get them.
And they might go a little bit faster. So
I think they would.
But,
yeah, we'll see.
This is all guess.
That's right. This is all a guess on our part. Then there's the Jingle Bells Christmas Tree Farm. Now, there's no mystery here. The patterns that we're showing you are customer favorites and favorites from our staff. They're called staff picks. And I think the Jingle Bells, what was that? Was that a customer favorite?
No, I think that was...
I think it was.
Was it a customer? I mean, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So,
They're one of our favorites, definitely. But I think this was a customer favorite.
It is a favorite. It's a popular design.
Yep.
It's not too big. It's a fun stitch.
Exactly. So this one, I think, is one of the ones that it basically gives us a thing to stitch for all seasons. Like, we can stitch this and hang it for quite a long time. Even though it's wintry, it still feels like you could, enjoy stitching it in the summer in preparation. Unless you don't do Christmas. This one might not. If you don't do Christmas, this one is definitely not a good one. Okay, you ready? Okay, I can't do it.
This is also one of my favorites too.
That's right. I'm going to have to try here. Okay, here. So there we go. That's okay. So there's the angels at the top. Sweet angels sing on Christmas night. Come shepherds, see the wondrous sight. And then come wise men, see the star above. A babe is born to bring us love. And then the beautiful heart hanger at the bottom, which you can also replace with something else if you want. Anyway, that's the heirloom nativity, right?
Yes, right. Yes.
I wish I could ask you to show some because, you know, you're way over there. Although you could come here and show
I
some.
could.
Would you like to come here and show a couple?
Sure, I can get up.
Okay, let's see if we can change places for a change.
Hang on.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm going to get out of here.
Oh,
And Lisa's going to try really hard to come over here.
without knocking this little table over.
Exactly. So I'm going to go over here.
You're going to go over there?
Yes, and you're going to sit right there.
I'm going to sit right there, okay?
If you want.
I will. There we go. Let's see if I can get this.
And then what you need to do is put it down there
Down
and
there.
slant it.
Okay. So, let's see if I got it. There we go. And this one, I think is mother and daughter sampler. And it's got, I like the colors in this one. Want me to go upright a little bit?
No, that's good. Whatever you
Over
like.
this way?
You're doing great.
Are we?
I was just thinking that holding it steady and slow is what I end up doing because otherwise people will see it go by too quickly.
Exactly. There we go. And it also has a little bit of heart hanger in it. So that's mothers and daughters.
And now you can see Lisa.
And now I can, yes, hi. As you can see, I was out in the sun a couple of weekends ago and I've got little raccoon eyes here. Didn't realize how hot it was. I was burnt. And this is Stitchin' Witches. I love this one. Not stitched this one yet, but. Oh,
What's your favorite part of that one? Because I've heard so many people really like the
I
little crow getting the...
The
thread.
string. I
Yeah.
like the cottage with the Stitchin' Witch in front of it.
Yeah.
I do like the pumpkins and I like everything. Yeah.
I especially really was so happy with some of the spider webs. They turned out really good.
They did. I also really like the witches and the cauldron. That's kind of nice. And the black lace at the bottom is just
Thank you.
perfect. Oh, you have to have the longest one out here.
Well, it's one of the customer favorites.
It is indeed.
Over how many years? I would say over 23 years.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. This is Heirloom Christmas. And this is the pink version. Let me slowly get up. Oh, I'm not too steady here, am I?
I think you're doing great. I was actually having a little bit of trouble, so I was thinking maybe you could do it easier.
I can do it easier?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure it's in the...
Well, you can back off a little bit, I guess.
I could.
And that might be easier for your hands and
Might
arms.
be, yeah. And as you can see, my nails are in rough shape too.
We're just not filing them down yet, right?
We aren't. No, that was this weekend's chore.
Mhm.
And here, this is Christmas Village. I love the scene at the top with Santa and the reindeer, the lace.
That's another customer favorite. I
Yeah, the village. Just beautiful. So that's that one. So those are our picks, 10 picks for the PDFs.
think. Yes.
So I hope you enjoy them. And now we're going to switch places again.
Are we?
I guess
You
so.
don't want to sit up front anymore?
No, I'm going back to my spot. oh, before I trip. That
Exactly,
would be
right?
entertaining, wouldn't that?
There we go. Here I come. Here I
Yeah,
come. There we
here
go.
we go.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
Oh.
I guess I can turn this off. I don't have to look quite so white.
There, that's better.
Yeah, because that was really fun showing everything. So those are the ones that we've picked and actually made into PDFs, which took some time. And then we also put them on our new website, which took Petra some time. So everything all together and all of the ways that we can help you make sure that you download them. So after this, we're going to be producing them much more quickly.
We will.
Yes. So we're going to see whether this is a success. And if people have trouble downloading, we haven't got a whole slew of them. We just have some.
Yes.
We only have 10 of your favorite
Yes.
ones.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to put too many on today because we're really doing a test and we're going to see
Yes.
whether these are the kinds of
How
patterns.
easy it is for the downloading and if it's popular and
Oh, and Petra's just, going, like, putting in another link that says there's a coupon in today's email,
Oh,
which I'm not sure whether she's sent out yet or not.
oh, okay.
But I think she will after this broadcast.
Oh, probably will. And she's also put, if you're not signed up to the mailouts and you want to get an email, we're talking about with info about the PDFs, you can sign up.
Yeah, do sign up for our, actually, you can either create an account on our new website, which will put you in the email list. And I think that's probably your best bet. That's how you get the newsletter from now on. So do sign up so that you have an account on our website. Makes all the difference. Then you'll learn about anything new that we have, including coupons. I love the name of the coupon today. Hello, Gail Stetler. You're welcome, Wanda Stokowski. I can never say Wanda's last name. Sotkowi.
Yeah.
Sotkowi. I'm so bad at that. I'm sorry.
Anik, good to see you.
Oh, hello, Marie Anique and Jennifer Gowan. Glad you love the witches. Oh, that's so nice. Kisses from Victoria, BC,
Jennifer,
Canada.
We're showing her all her favorites today. So
well, you're in good company because we looked it up. We saw how many we had sold of everything, of all of our designs over actually just the last 5 years. So not the last 20 years, which would have probably put the Christmas one right at the top. And you know why?
Yeah.
It's because we actually released it so long ago.
We did. That was leaflet number 34, and we're now up to what? Leaflet number
220, I think, was Cat.
Yes. That's right. Yeah. And there was a question here from Carol. Is there any chance for DMC alternatives?
We actually worked on this extremely hard. I didn't. Lisa didn't. Kathleen did. She's our employee too. She worked on it last year, and I delayed putting it on our old website, knowing we have a new website coming. So it is now out, the new website. But unfortunately, we haven't even gotten the free patterns in there. We are going to make a membership area for our new site.
So we're still working on other things.
We have those conversion, they're not really conversion charts. They're suggested conversions to DMC. And frankly, it's really hard to convert the silks to DMC colors. Absolutely. It just is.
Yeah, especially overdyed.
Overdyed is almost impossible. Like, how are you going to replicate that, right? You have to use various different colors. So what we did, I think what Kathleen did was she chose 3 different DMC colors that kind of look like the overdye, but they're really just suggestions. And so I don't want you to think that these are now, awesome conversion charts. They're actually more like only the threads we use.
Yes, absolutely. But if you're looking for conversion charts for DMC, you can find all sorts of them on Google.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
There are lots. Yeah. Not for every thread that we use, but for many of them.
For many of them. So if you want to find Chronic Mori to DMC, all you would have to do is go to Google, put Chronic Mori
to DMC conversion chart. That's the words, okay? Conversion chart. Like ours are not going to be, because their conversion charts are often created by people who are part of the company that they represent. So for instance, DMC themselves have done a lot of conversions because they know that if they convert the beautiful silks into cottons, they're going to sell more cottons.
Absolutely.
So that's how that evolved.
Yes.
And I think other companies probably have a conversion chart from DMC to their silks.
Yes, that's right. So there are charts out there, and you can find them on Google.
Yes. And Willie Mays is here. Good evening or good afternoon. Goedemorgen, goedenavond. That's my little bit of Dutch. It's so nice to see you here, Willie. What else was I going to say about the PDFs? That's it. Just go get them. Go get one. Get 12. And we don't. Oh no, we can only get 10 so far.
Exactly. She said, looking forward to having PDF patterns available. Instant gratification and saves on shipping. You ladies rock.
Bethog, thank you. That's exactly what we were hoping that you would get, because saving on shipping is one of the things that we are trying very hard to help you with. Everyone wants to save on shipping, and that is coming. So free patterns, wish lists, save on shipping, and suggested conversions from our threads. Those are the 4 things that are still being developed.
That's right.
By my trusted daughter, Petra, to put up on our new website.
It all takes time.
It kind of does. And Willie says, I love the Christmas ones. Stitched 2 so far. Well done.
Oh, and Wanda says, perfect pronunciation on her name.
Wanda Satkowi. I feel so much better. I remember you coming into Fancy Works occasionally, and I thought, oh no, I just have to call her Wanda.
Yeah, that's right. And she came to a couple of our retreats many years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
That's right. I just called you Wanda. That was so much easier. Anyway, there's so many. I don't know how many people are here today. Do we know? Do you have any idea how many live
right now
people?
We have 55.
We do?
Notice, yeah, we've got 55. I didn't notice if we went over the 60 mark today.
That's okay.
Not,
that's
so.
okay. See, I can't tell.
Is good.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I can't even believe that there's 55 of you out there
who are actually watching us.
Thank you for
Thank
joining.
You very much.
Really appreciate it. It's one of the joys of coming to see you on Fridays is that there are so many of you now. You're staying home, of course, you have the time, you're not at work or you're less work. So we really appreciate you joining us and making our Facebook Fridays just so much more fun. So
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Susie McClung says, hello from Blanco, Texas. Love it. Neela Gouch says, I also buy from my local needle workshop.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We sell to your local needle workshop, and even if it's a not so local needle workshop, we provide them with whatever we can on our side, and they have lots of other things like linens and other threads. So by all means, support your local needle workshops if you can. There's some really good ones online, and we're not going to recommend them because there's actually quite a few.
Quite a few, yeah.
And I think you probably already know which ones they are. If you do want a list of the biggest ones that have the most different kinds of things to support our patterns, we'd probably end up being able to compile a list of those. But it takes some time to do, and so we're really loath to say, oh, go to this shop or go to that shop. What we might do one time is ask for shops to give us their information so that we can highlight them, maybe. Or interview them or something like that.
That's a good idea in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be so fun.
It would.
And, now that Petra's around, we have a lot more technical knowledge to do those things. Thank you. It's a joy to see you too. Karen Krause, thank you. I missed you last
Karen.
That's great. Viv says, I'm lacing one of your designs for framing while I'm watching. Viv.
Way to go, Viv.
Yeah, not only way to go, but isn't that adorable? Doing a Victoria Sampler design. Thank you.
And Karen says, it is a joy to see us as well.
Aww.
Fridays are even better with YouTube.
Oh.
Thanks, Karen.
Thank you. Cynthia Tenney says, our EGA region has been talking about doing virtual tours via Zoom. Exactly.
Oh, yes.
I think there's going to be so much more connectivity on the internet, even after or even when we move through this difficult time. And I think that we are going to not let go of all of them. But we are going to be very thrilled to see each other in person much more often,
Definitely.
Of course. But having the ability to, and the technical knowledge which we're gaining now, will also make things a lot more fun and more together, which is part of what stitching is all about, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like being able to not just stitch together, but be together as friends. It's a major deal. We really like it. And if we didn't have each other on almost all days, even if we're, social distancing, we still would feel like it would be really lonely. And I think that from our point of view, being able to work together, and now with Kathleen and Carolyn is coming back, which I hope she's watching.
Hi, Carolyn, if you're watching.
Petra from Vancouver, she can't be here because she's over there and can't come over here to be live at least. But we are all working together, and we do an awful lot of Zooming and other ways of meeting online so that we feel like we're part of each other's, company. Loretta Mikowski O'Neill says 60. What does 60 mean?
Oh, there was 60 at one time.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Loretta, for paying attention.
Yeah, exactly.
We're now up to 59, actually, so that's good.
Yeah.
What we were talking about, retreats and things like that, I was thinking, and being online and seeing people, we should hold and this is just an idea,
Oh,
virtual
I just
retreat.
got it. What a brilliant idea. A virtual retreat.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. That is so good.
I thought so. I thought you would like that.
I really like that.
Mhm.
And we just have to get all of the, again, the technical knowledge so that we
That's
can hold it.
That's right. Exactly. Do a nice little design for it. We could all stitch
Exactly,
together.
exactly. Susie McClung says, have you all been interviewed on Fiber Talk? Yes, I was.
Yeah.
And they do support needlework shops and designers. But I've noticed that his name is Gary. He basically has one shop he deals with. And I'm pretty sure that Gary is affiliated with the one shop that they feature most often. And so I haven't heard back from him. He says, oh, yeah, I'll be in touch and we'll do it again. But I haven't heard in about a year. So it was really nice to talk to him. He's a really pleasant interviewer.
It was about that last year,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was about that.
Mm-hmm.
And Pat says she loves the tips that we share. And apparently we're lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Aw. Yeah, we'll think about those retreats. That's great. Jennifer Washburn Hall, I think this is a really interesting comment. I have realized how important your instructions are, which is Lisa, by doing the stitch along. I guess it's nice to be told what to do. In a way, it gives you that framework. So we don't plan on only doing stitch alongs from now on.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
They were fast and well, not easy. They took a while to kind of come up with, but they were faster to produce. In other words, I had still had the same designer problem that, oh my God, what am I going to design? But as soon as I had an idea and it was started to come, then it took me only a few more days. And usually what happens when I'm done, especially a small one, it goes to Lisa. And she
Yeah.
does the chart better, and she makes sure that the symbols are correct. And she does the materials list where the symbols are exactly matching. She divides the materials into 3 or 4 different bundles so they can be bundled by our kit make. I mean, there's so many things that need to be done. Diagrams made correctly.
Yes.
And my stitch alongs here are done literally as soon as I've finished a color chart. And believe me, the symbols, I'm not showing the symbols because
No.
because there aren't any.
No, you're just giving a color chart, and it's
Exactly.
It's,
So then I put it in
Yeah.
in a layout program, and I just put the chart in and a couple of diagrams, and I say go to it. So for me, the production part, which is really carried on first by Lisa and then by the kit makers and inventory and ordering and all that, is sidestepped. And we wanted to give you some free patterns, and so then it didn't take quite as long to do some of the stitch
to
along
produce
patterns.
it. Yes.
However, they are still taking my time, and that's, like it takes me about 4, 5, 6 days to get all of the layout done after I've done the design. So we do charge for them when they're on the website, and there's going to be a new one coming.
Oh, good.
Yep, there's going to be a new stitch along coming at the end of this month. How many days is that for me to do it?
The end of this month. Today is going to be what, the 24th?
Yes, it's coming, isn't it?
So there's
31st.
30. Yeah, that's right. A week.
That's all I've got,
Yeah,
and I got to get going.
probably. Yeah, I would say 6 days.
Yes, and I was
Yeah.
told that a backyard garden is nice, and I've got some other ideas, so
Yeah.
it's still a mystery. I'm not going to tell you, but we'll see. And Linda says yes, and Petra says virtual retreat, yay! Oh, look at all the people who want to do the virtual retreat along with a one in real person. That's what Rita
I
says.
think that's a good idea.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun if we could actually have it completely filmed and you could be part of it? I've seen people do this,
Absolutely.
but we need Petra to come over, okay? You have to come over from Vancouver and come and help us do a virtual retreat along with a real retreat, like in person, next year.
Well, she kind of did one time, didn't she? Petra came over when we were having a retreat at the Harbor Towers many years ago and kind of filmed it.
She did, and
Yeah.
it was really good.
It was really good.
Even now, I look at it and think, wow, we did that way back, 10 years ago?
Probably 10 years ago.
So we have
Yeah.
it on, we have some experience, but we didn't make it smooth yet.
Yes.
And we want to make it so if people attend virtually, they're getting a good experience.
Yes, absolutely.
And Fiber Talk, Carol wants to know what Fiber Talk is. It is online. It's a YouTube thing, and I believe it's a podcast. So you can actually hear the podcast on YouTube, but they don't do any live things there.
Oh,
As
okay.
far as I know. So it is like usually a 1 hour program. Wanda says, yes.
And Juliet says, you gals make a great tag team. So.
Well, it's about the same as when we're in the office. I say something, she says something, and we kind
Absolutely.
of, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Susie says she'd be watching for the next Stitch Along. That's great.
And Loretta says, no, there's no 31st in April. There's only 30 days in April. True.
Okay,
True.
then, May 1st. Oh, dear, that's us. Gail says, I understand it would be awesome to have a virtual retreat. Gary features on Fiber Talk, the Sabbats. I'm not sure who they are, but they feature them as exactly, they're the show sponsors. So that makes sense. Oh, shops, not Sabbats. Okay, thank you, Melody. Thanks very much, you all. Yay, a new Stitch Along. No 31st in April.
And Viv remembers when Petra came over.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Oh, isn't that
I was quite
cute?
a few years ago, wasn't it, Viv?
I guess that was in the Harbor Towers.
Harbor Towers in the big room. The big
That's
room
right,
that we
in
had.
that great big room.
Mhm. That was my favorite room. I liked that room.
Petra says, I did a long time ago, but I don't remember what I did though. Well, you took videos actually.
You
It wasn't
were filming.
streaming. Yeah, you were
Yeah.
just taking videos. I still have some of them. They're on YouTube too and live tonight.
Yeah.
My birthday. Oh, Patty's birthday. Yes. Excellent. Tammy, get back to the current SAL. And by the way, we have reached 20 minutes after 10.
Oh, have we?
So
And my mom just joined. So hi, Mom, if you're watching.
Hi, Mom.
And we're up to 61, just to let you know.
Aw,
So-
thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
You made it over 60. Thank you. You know, I know you're not my mom, but I like calling you Mom because
Yeah.
Lisa does. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. It's a little bit longer because we were chatting so much about all these various
We
things.
were, yes.
And so look forward to a Stitch Along next week, whether it's the 31st of April or not.
Let's just make it up. There is a 31st of April.
We'll make it up.
Yeah.
And what else? And oh, don't forget the PDFs because Petra will be sending out the mail out very soon. Don't forget if you want to be part of any mail outs that we're going to be sending, and there's probably going to be one at least every week or every 2 weeks. And very often there's little surprises in there. So do join our newsletter, or actually make an account in our new website. It's just so much easier once you've made the account. You know, you go to account and then you sign up, not sign in, but sign up. That way you're always in there and we can send you whatever we need to send you and you can be kept up to date. Have a wonderful week yourselves.
Yes.
Thank you all for joining us. And now I have to remember how to shut
do
down the
close
end of
down?
the live video.
Yeah.
Aw, okay, I'm gonna try.
You're gonna try?
Yes, I'm gonna say.
Everybody have a great weekend.
And now we
Yeah.
say okay. See, remember, it's like two different things.
It is.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're both gonna put up our hands.
And say,
Goodbye.
till next week.